in YouTube, and welcome to Saturday morning and my what's becoming a bit of a traditional Saturday morning Zwift race for me. The XRS races. Here we go. This is gonna be a long one. So the course today is the Watopia bigger loop, which is 53 kilometers and something like just under 700 meters of climbing. Now, getting these excuses in early, no guarantee I'm going to actually finish this race today or place very highly. I've had quite a heavy week, and I was in two minds about doing this morning, but you got to push yourself, haven't you? So, in the seas this morning, there are 4 riders, and 2 of them have made an early break there. There's me and this Burn guy. Let me just fire up the companion app. So, yeah, so let's have a look. We've got... Right. Sorry, I'm just trying to work out what's going on here. I think one of the C's has done a flyer. Good luck to him. There's a long way to go and quite a lot of ascent. So, yeah, it looks like 3 of us C's have settled into a sort of 2.8 average watts per kilo pace. We've got the guy that went off the front, 6 seconds up the road. He's now wound himself back, so he's under 3 watts per kilo. Now let's bear in mind, I think the C category is an average of 3.1 watts per kilo. Okay, so the Japanese guy that went off the front there, slowly coming back. I can understand those early breaks if you're riding a crit or something, but you know, for this classic series, well, everyone's got their own race method, haven't they? So change of jersey today as well. I've gone with the tiger print. Getting hot already. Another schoolboy error. I haven't brought any food into the pain cave. So I'm doing this essentially fasted. And yeah, as Swift racing goes, I did a team time trial earlier in the week where I ended up with quite a fast team. Let's say their level was probably just a little bit better than me, or probably about 30% better than me, I reckon. And I hung with them for 36 kilometers. Which was 2 laps of the Richmond Fan Flats reverse. And possibly one of the hardest things I've done on a bike in bloody years. So heart rate is coming up. I'll be happy if I can keep the watts between 2.5 and 3. One of the C group is off the back already. Fuego Flat Sprint coming up. Not contesting it. There's about another 49 kilometers to go in this race. So I think my strategy, given that it's not fueled, is just ride an even tempo and see where you get. Also, I've just realised my current rider weight in Zwift is probably a kilo heavier than it is in real life. Right, now that's interesting. The guy that's on the front of the C group was actually the slowest through the sprint, so clearly there's a race plan there. So it looks like at the moment we are all taking a bit of advantage of some B's and A's to pull us along. No, we're not. Scratch that. I think we're pulling them along. Let's give everyone some love. Oh man. %10 in, distance wise. And about 5% scent wise. It is going to be a long morning on the bike, I think. So this little C group, we're just sort of trading places at the moment, which suits me. We can work together, and then I think the differentiator comes in the last 5 to 10k. Choice of bike for this one was interesting, given it's got a bit of a scent. When I fired up Zwift this morning, the virtual me was still on a Canyon time trial, which was tempting, but I just think the Tron is a bit of a better all-rounder. Currently second on the road in the C group. Taking the recoveries when they come. Do nothing stupid at this stage, I think. 44k. Good thing about courses like this, where you've got the Quago flats at the beginning, you can just cover a bit of ground early on. Of course, we've got a feeling we're going up Titans Grove and possibly one of the KOMs or the jungle section. So there's definitely some climbing to come. Nice, boys. Come on, let's work a pace line here. That's it, M33, PRB. Catchy name. Get on my wheel. Come on, buddy. And come on. Posado. Get on our wheel. Right, somebody else can have a turn. Back off. Come on, M33, come on. Come through. And you. Come on, Posado. Come through. Good work. Right. M33, you take a turn. Posado, you take a turn. So a little group of 4 riders here. A mix of C and B, or B and C, you're doing it alphabetically. Formed a little splinter group. Wouldn't call it a breakaway because breakaway needs to be at the front. And we are, I'm reckoning, a good couple of minutes off the front. Looking like M33 putting a sprint in there. 7.1 kilos. He's making a break. Don't burn your matches, buddy. You know the peloton will bring you back. Like this. Right, so that to me isn't racecraft. He's now recovering, presumably, from his 7.1 watts per kilo sprint. He's got 40 kilometers and about 660 meters of climbing to go. But he might be doing intervals, actually. Fair play. Coming down the gears here as we go up towards Titans Grove. Let the CV system do the work. Come on, Fasado. About time you did some work, buddy. Go on, fella. Yep, come on. Let's stick to these couple of B's then. Right, M33, where are you? Has he checked out? I think he has. Wasn't expecting that. So, from a category C perspective, it's me and Fasava now by the look of it. D-Burn, come on, buddy. You can do this. If you watch this at any point, D-Burn, come on. Dig deep, fella. Looking at it, you've got A's behind you, pushing similar watts per kilo. Keep it steady and just enjoy your racing, fella. Right, legs are coming to me a little bit now. Just beginning. $39K to go. Roughly the same distance as the team time trial I did in the week. But I was going to say with significantly more ascent, but that was quite a hilly little course. The old Richmond courses, especially the ones with flat in the title, they're a little bit deceptive. You've got a 20% ramp in one of those. Right. Just trying to keep it steady, not make any enemies here. Here come the hills. Now, if we get into a a battle of hill climbing, Pissarro, you're definitely going to have me. In my head, you're a 70-ish kilo featherweight hill climber. And it would appear I'm right. I'm an 83 kilogram, more of an all-rounder. Now this is where the Tron bike gets it. Just that balance between aero and light. Come on, Pissarro. Don't shatter my illusions, buddy. Cool. This'll wake you up. Right. I'm going to take some of my own advice here and not burn too many matches. So, with the Bs 11 seconds, 12 seconds ahead of me, and the nearest C 6 seconds behind me, it goes on like this, and I can just hold that gap. We should be good for a category first, at least, assuming that the legs make it all the way. Right, just on this shallow 3%, I'm going to try and... Oh, thank you very much, Jay Sakak. I'm just going to try and consolidate a bit of a lead. Pissarro, blessing, is taking an opportunity to recover here, so this could bite my arse, especially if we're going all the way up the KOM, which I think we might. Because I don't actually think any of the KOM bypass routes were built when the bigger loop was built. So I'm guessing this is a grind to the top. So that'll put us somewhere near middle of the race distance. If we do go up it, I should really recce these routes before I enter these races. 12 seconds away from Passado. M33 seems to have definitely checked out. Right, I don't want to tire too early, especially given that I didn't bring any food into the plane cave with me. So I'm just gonna try and keep it steady here. So like I say, the virtual me is actually racing 1 virtual kilo heavier than the real me, because I forgot to update my weight. What's a kilo? 2 bidons. Right, 14 seconds is the gap at the moment to Passado. So I'm just going to keep it steady. And of course, on a climb like this, that does in places roll a little, it's hard to gauge your effort against the current watts per kilo you're seeing on arrival, if there's a few seconds between you. .8 is my comfortable racing endurance race power to weight, so I'm going to keep it there. Down the gears again. Make more use of the CV system than the legs. So see, here's a good example. I had 14 seconds on Passado, and now I've hit a steep bit. He's on that little recovery. He's making the most of it. And he's gained 2 seconds on me. He's doing well. He's coming back. There's a little bit of me wants him to get back with me. Ah, Mr. Overweg, thank you very much. Right, so 11 seconds. Just going to have a little dig. Here's a steep bit. Up through the old town. Morning, Martin. How are you, sir? Yeah, pretty good, thank you. Had a cold, just got over that. Beat myself up badly this week. Not sure how I'm going to do this morning, but it's all about excuses. So, an outdoor ride. Yeah, cheers, Martin. Bit more gravel than mud for you, is it? Yeah, I'll try. Of course, entering a Saturday morning 53k race. It's good recovery. Oh, mud. I look forward to seeing a video on that. So, Passado. Dropping back just a little there. Guessing he's hit the steep bit. Yeah, thanks, Martin. Just over 83 kilos right now, even though my avatar is still at 84.6 for some reason. I'll get the hang of this one day. Thanks, mate. Oh man, I'm feeling this. What sort of pervert puts the epic KOM into a race? What sort of idiot enters a race with the epic KOM in it? Oh, nice work. Good work, fella. That's a proper milestone. You must feel good about that. You may have just heard something that could possibly have sounded like a fart. It was. Yeah, keep it up, fella. Looking good in your videos, mate. Thank God. Even more reassuring, I didn't feel anything else come out. Oh boy, oh boy. Right, now, thank you very much, Jay Wells. Cambridge try. I'm gonna just let Passado catch me a little bit through here. Thank you very much. L'archevêque. Monsieur l'archevêque, I presume. God, I'm so multicultural, aren't I? Multilingual, rather. Right. Still a long way to the top here. Little rolly section as we get there. So just try and keep the power even. Currently holding Fasaro just over 30 seconds. He's hit the flat bit clearly. I'm from Essex, Martin. Yeah, Essex boy, me. When I went and bought a time trial bike, we done the deal in a car park off the M25. That's how Essex boys do it. Yeah, that's proper Essex, that is. Well, arguably that's more estuary English, which is a whole different subject. Oh, I've got to say, Martin, your English is pretty bloody good. If you can pick up the difference in an accent. Yeah, it sounded dodgy. It wasn't. Yeah, me too. I only speak one really, but that's because I'm lazy, because I'm English or British. I remember saying to a German colleague, I was trying to learn business German at the time, and he actually said to me, why would you learn another language when most of Europe, if not the world, speaks English? Now, he had a point, but just because he had a point don't mean he's right, you know? I do always, when I go abroad, try to, as much as possible, learn some basics. And I just think that's respectful. You know, there's the classic English way of dealing with other languages, where you just talk more loudly and slower. And I guess for some people that works. Right, so probably over a third of the way into this race now. Pesaro, he's either managing his effort for a late comeback, or he's settling for second in the seas. Have a good ride, Martin. Hope the mud's kind to you. Thanks, fella. Right, what are we? Just around 3 watts per kilo. If I can get up to a full minute between me and Pesaro, I think I might just start to back off. Especially as the old Garmin watch was telling me to rest this morning. And I have been trying to be a diligent student of what it tells me. And I'm out on the road tomorrow for a hill set. So, you know, I wasn't expecting too many heroics this morning. Right, so this is good. Holding about 3 watts per kilo. I think Pesaro has just hit one of the ramps. Now, judging by that text message I just saw on screen, I'm just wondering if Pesaro is planning to work with the French guy, whose name I can't see at the moment. Monsieur L'Archevêque. Forgive me if I've just murdered that pronunciation. Right. Going to lose some time on these rollers. And I'm happy with that. Down the gears. Again. Trying to load the CV system, not the legs. Proper punchy little ramps, these. Oh. Right, here we go. Spin down it. Don't be tempted Shift up, spin into the bottom, and let the flywheel carry you over the top. Okay. Down some gears here. Bit more of a grind. Right, so Fasara taking 4 seconds out of me as I've hit these rollers. Thank you very much, Mick DBR. And we'll continue, I think, to take time out of me to the top. Now, I don't know if anyone knows, but on the descent, I tend to maintain my power as much as possible. But I'm wondering if an aero tuck might actually be quicker. Oh. It's all good. Let's get some fluids. Right. Right, it's really tempting on sections like this to go up the gears, but I'm just gonna take it for what it is. I'm in a relatively high gear for the next climb. Carry a bit of momentum, establishing the climb, and then take a couple of gears off. Oh. Burning some matches here. Don't know if this is a good idea. Oh. Another small fart there. Right. Laszewek, getting his shit together. He's on my case. Thank you, Orlando. Here comes Laszewek. Go on, fella. Yeah, he's gonna have me. I'll give you one of those. Whoa. Please don't send us up the radio tower. Right. Hopefully there's the turn. Right. Let's get the watts in. Keep the watts in, rather. About 200 meters of climbing, 28k left. So again, I don't think this goes to the top of the volcano. So while we're on the descent, I can see one person watching at the moment. Thank you very much, appreciate it. I'm going to make a highlights video of this and put it on the channel later. If you've been watching my channel, you know since last July I've been on a mission to get myself back into shape and back into triathlon. So started out in July, 141.6 kilos, yes, not proud of that. Now 83.6, although my avatar on Zwift is currently 84.6 because I'm just not very good at updating my profile. Down these gears for this little ramp. Let's have some watts to the top. Whoa. Now, onto the descent proper. This is where I say, what's faster? Aero tuck or spin, spin, spin? Now, I'm on the Tron bike, and I don't know if your avatar will aero tuck on a Tron. Right. Here we go. I'm just going to keep it like this. A couple of watts per kilo. I think that's a good compromise. Now currently, of course, I have gained an extra minute on Fasado, but, and I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, but I'm conscious that we're both on a descent and it don't mean a lot. Currently just over 4 minutes between me and the back of the C group, which I'm happy enough with. And like I say, oh right, here we go. Bit of jungle. Wasn't expecting that, but this will be where the extra 100 or so meters comes from of ascent. Lasjevec. Yeah, look. And it's Tovel, you French Philistine. You ride your own race, and I ride mine. And anyway, what's all this secret messaging? He can read a leaderboard, can't he? Oh. Bit of organised peddling here. Right. Right, let's let him do some work. I'll give it to him though. I'm enjoying the racing. And knowing that it looks like him and Passaro have got some money on who's going to win out of us two, makes it all the more interesting. Let's keep it like this. Keep it like this. Now, based on the Epic OM, Lushavec is going to get me there. On the other side of this. So I'm going to ride my own race. Ignore the text conversation going on between Italy and France behind me. And just try and consolidate a lead in the seas. Now it looks like Lushavec is responding similarly to my efforts. Which is good to see. But of course, all I'm doing is pulling him further away from his buddy. Good work. $18K of racing left. And I would say that in terms of climbing, once we're out of the jungle, we're probably done with it. I'm going to let Lashavek go on the next climb. He clearly wants it, and it's some good news for him to text to his buddy. He possibly can't read a leaderboard. Go on, buddy. Have it. Go on. Take it then. There you go. Attaboy. So he's sticking with me. Casado, currently 3 minutes off the back. This obviously is going to change as we climb back out of the jungle. Oh, it would have been nice to turn off on the southern coast there. $2.5 per kilo. I can live with that. I think what I have done is possibly... There he goes. See ya. So yeah, clearly that's try and wear out the English bloke. Where are we? We're on the climb. So like I say, I'm expecting Fasado to come back in here. Especially that he's had his best new friend trying to make me burn some matches. Oh, bless him. I'll wait at the top. Nearly there. Oh, Lord. Push to the top. Only about 80 metres climbing after this. Right. I wanted to be 3 minutes away. I am. There we go. Puppy paws. Let the heart rate come back. There we go. So, La Chevette, it's clearly not racing. It's more like he's riding domestique. Right. Nice little spin up here. Oh man. Oh, look at the sorrow. Keeping something in the bank. Thank you, T. Gowers. Here we go. 10k, 2 park runs, 30 metres of climbing. Ah, there she is. The spruce goose. Or to give it its official name, the Hughes H4 Hercules, or Hercules H4, powered by 8, I think they're Pratt & Whitney Wasp radials, each producing something like 3,000 horsepower. The aircraft wasn't actually made from spruce. The name Spruce Goose was coined by a journalist. Only flew once. Something like, I think it was 1 or 2 miles, and no more than about 200 feet. Correct me if I'm wrong. Looking like the burn has potentially pulled out, or is taking a rest. This has been a long race. We should all be getting tired now. Here we go. Off towards the volcano. Now, I think we skirt around the edge of the volcano and don't go to the sprint. If we were going sprinting, oh, we might. Looking at Lushavec, it's possible he's just done a sprint there. Possibly. I'm not contesting it. No, we're going to the volcano. Good. Right. Bring him home. Under 10 minutes of racing now. About 8 meters of ascent. Ah, man. Here we go. Three and a half kilometers. 4:49 to Posada. Little ramp. That's all it is. 5 minutes of racing. "2 kilometers coming in. You got this." Well, I think that's the C category win for me. Right. Okay, well, if you watched any of that, thank you very much. I'm going to stop this now. Have a great Saturday, and potentially catch you next week for some more pain.